It's my honor to nominate Chris Cannon for re-election to the United States Congress. I watched Chris Cannon as a teenager going door-to-door with literature for Republican candidates. I've watched him in Washington, D.C. as a powerful advocate for conservative values. We need Chris Cannon in Washington.
Chris's seniority and influence in Congress paid big benefits to Utah. Chris Cannon has never stopped fighting for our values and our way of life. Consistently one of the top 10 most conservative members of Congress, Chris has worked to secure our borders, fought taxes, and held the line on spending. He's told the federal government to stay out of our schools, supported Utah values by fighting pornography, working to stop abortion, and opposing gambling. With seniority and influence in Washington, and an unparalleled record of accomplishment for Utah.
In Washington, Chris Cannon is doing the job for Utah every day. His proven leadership, seniority, and influence are making a real difference. You don't just show up with influence in Washington, you have to earn it. Chris has earned it and continues to earn it.
I'd like to take a behind the scenes, get away from the formal statements written by campaign consultants, and tell you what happens here in Washington when people come up to me and talk to me about Chris Cannon. Inevitably, they say, you know, Chris Cannon does a really good job. And I think the delegates ought to know that that's the reputation that Chris has developed here in Washington. And I ask the question, given a congressman who has that kind of reputation, why would we let him go? Why would we not want him to stay here? Why would we not want him to continue? He's got a solid base of accomplishment and reputation. We ought to build on him and keep Chris here in the Congress.
I've seen Chris Cannon get things done for Utahns that nobody thought could get done. He's helped me many times help our constituents in Utah County. Chris knows the system in D.C. He's respected, he's tenacious, and he makes things happen. People in D.C. listen to Chris Cannon. In these times, with so much at stake, why would we ever want to start over with someone else?
A letter from the President of the United States to delegates of the Utah Republican State Convention. Dear friends, as you prepare to choose a Republican nominee for the 3rd Congressional District of Utah, I want you to know I strongly support Congressman Chris Cannon. His effective leadership and his voice for conservative principles are important to the nation. Chris has spent countless hours helping my administration in the fight against global terrorism. We depend on Chris and need his continued service. Now, more than ever, we need experienced, strong, and principled leaders in Congress. We need him to continue his work in the House of Representatives. Sincerely, George W. Bush. Ladies and gentlemen, delegates to the Utah State Convention, our Congressman, Chris Cannon.
When Claudia and I talked today about what I should say, she said, just tell them about yourself. They've heard plenty about you from everybody else. So, I spent some of my childhood in California in a pretty tough neighborhood. I had to fight, I mean, literally fight there. I came back to Utah and scrubbed my way through BYU. I mean, I literally scrubbed my way through by doing bathrooms in the Wilkinson Center at 4 a.m. After practicing law for a while, I was asked by President Reagan to work for him in the Interior Department. And when I came back to Utah, I didn't have a job to land in. I had to create one. So we scraped together the money to reopen a steel mill. It was hard. It was really hard. I also helped start other businesses. I created thousands of jobs, and I saw some jobs lost. I'm probably the only guy in this race who has ever really gone to bed at night worried that people's paychecks depended upon what I did. No. I haven't been a congressman forever. In fact, I've done a lot of other jobs that I really enjoy. But being in Congress is the most important job, and probably the one where I've been able to do the most good. In 1996, the Republicans controlled Congress, but here in Utah, we had a Democrat. And President Clinton was turning a huge chunk of our state into a national monument for his friends in the Sierra Club. The Republicans had cut federal spending and shut down government, and it was clear that we were going to lose seats and perhaps our majority. So I ran for Congress and defeated the Democrat. When I accepted this job, I took with me a strong set of conservative principles based on faith, the Constitution, and our Utah values. When I got to Congress, the government was busy turning the internet into a cash register for new taxes. I stopped them. The trial lawyers were threatening gun rights, and I put an end to that. And here at home, when kids were drowning in the Provo Canal, I passed the law to let us make it safe. But my work is far from finished. Today I'm proposing a bill that will allow the President to bypass regulations so that we can cut the time it takes to start production of oil out of shale from 7 years to 7 weeks. And I'm fighting to end illegal immigration by cutting it off at its source. I'm proposing a bill to fix the E-Verify system so that an employer can find out if a person is here illegally in 9 minutes instead of 9 months. If the Democrats win in Congress, we need a congressman who already knows how to get things done in Washington, in any environment. I have faced the Clinton machine. I understand what Barack Obama's friends want America to become, and I will not have it. I don't want to go to a smaller budget. I want a smaller government. And it's criminal we pay $3.50 a gallon for gas. Buying light bulbs, buying light bulbs is an energy policy. Developing Utah's oil shale and opening up and more is. Thank you.